NetMaven. Today we're going to talk about Cisco Webex Enable. Although the digital age has made it easier to connect across borders without cost and the hustle of the travel, human connection is still critical. So video has saturated every corner of our daily interactions. From social media to personal calls with friends and family, with Cisco Webex meetings, we are making it easier than ever for everyone to be seen, to be heard, and work together effectively, even when they are miles apart. Everyone can join a meeting from inside or outside the organization using mobile, desktop, video room devices, even a third-party device or their browser. Everyone can enjoy consistent, easy meeting experiences and be fully engaged in a meeting without technical complexity. So the benefits of Cisco Webex meeting include a simple video-first experience from any device. We can collaborate effectively with customers, partners, and colleagues in interactive with video, voice, and content sharing. Our security anywhere from desktop to video device is an easy and consistent experience. So I combine room devices with Webex meeting to giving an impressive return to invest and a better, great experience. I will change the environment with virtual or blurred background in iOS to Windows. There's no download and plugin required. I will join the Webex app for the best browser experience and the fully meeting functions on all major browsers. So we just add Webex to the meeting and invite for simplest scheduling experience, available even on a mobile device. There is a deep integration to Teams, Slack, Google Calendar, Facebook, anything. So we are managing the Webex through right now what you see is a Webex Control Hub and the Cisco Webex message. So never before have we seen a business innovation this rapid and competitively intense. So the business will rise and fall by the strength of the teams that fuel their agility. So teams that includes not only internal colleagues but ecosystem of external experts and partners as well. So as we support your teams, I need tools to bring people together easy and enable them to work together productively. So Cisco Webex is also an easy-to-use collaboration solution that keeps people or teams connected anytime. Okay, so let's get started. I have now logged into Webex Control Hub. Is where I will spend the bulk of my time configuring my organization. So this portal is where I will configure my Webex services. The first page is Overview. The initial overview page gives me option to get started. Let's click View Guide, and we're gonna review organization. Let's keep the organization because I help many organize the lab, but I will feel free to update the industry and the number of users right here. Okay, let's click Save. Back to the guide. Click take a tour. I can take a look how these buttons, menus work and everything like that. Okay, go back to the guide. I don't need to know. Let's review subscription. I have few subscriptions. Okay, messaging, meeting, calling, Webex device, customer experience, everything licensed well. So go back to a guide. Click test drive Webex. I will get instructions to sign in Webex web clients and start a meeting, a call. I tested plenty of this in the lab, so go ahead and click Mark Complete. Then we'll click Next Step. So the first step, select Yes, and then Organization Based, and click No to Step 2. I can click View More to see what this question will provide. Okay. And step 3, click No. Some user may have already created the free Webex accounts using company email accounts. I can claim this accounts to bring into my organization so they can be managed properly by me, by the administrator. So for my company, I will probably want to click Yes. However, this lab, we shouldn't have any external users signing up for free account. Let's submit preference. And since I choose group license assignments earlier, I now can set this up, set up license. I'll click Setup. On the Messaging tab, click Box to the next Advanced Messaging. On the Meeting tab, click the box next to Real-Time Translation, Webex Assistant, or Meetings, and the Webex the Meeting Suite. For the calling part, leave the settings as is. I will change this for user individually as I go through the lab. Let's click Save. Let's click Back to Guide, which might be hidden under the pop-up message at the bottom right here. So let's click Add User. As a user, I can give a couple choices to add users to manually and a CSV. I also have ability to sync users via on-prem cloud resources. In this lab, we have already created 8 users to use the lab, so no user needed to be added. Let's click Manually Add. Then click Get Started. As you can see, it brings me straight to the Add User Walkthrough screen. Click X on the top here, and I can see now 8 users I will be using in the lab. Let's click Back to Guide. On the X, on the Add User task, let's click Dismiss. Okay. Click Next Step. So let's click Automate your user provision and the management workflow. So this section, I can see that I can create Webex groups and templates in order to save my time configuring user individually. In this lab, we only have a few users, so I will be configuring those individually, and I would like to read more about template. I can do research. So let's click Dismiss and click Dismiss to the first task. And enhance security with a single sign-on and a multi-factor authentication. I can read about setting up SSO and MFA. I will be touching on the SSO later on this lab, since MFA is covered in Webex security lab, so it won't be covered last up. I can find out some more I've done for you. Let's click let's just ignore it and click next step. So step 4, ready, set, launch. Click go back to overview. Now that's the base configuration of the lab has users pre-configured to allow me to move to different parts of the lab quicker I wanted. So this user have Webex messaging, Webex meeting service configured. On the left hand menu under management, click users and select user from the user list. On the next page, I will see the summary of the setting for this user. Let's scroll down to the license sector, and I will see the license that were pre-assigned to each user's basic meeting, messaging, advanced messaging, basic meetings, advanced based meetings, and Webex Assistant for meetings, Webex Meeting Suite, and call on Webex. So later in this lab, I will configure different user for other services. Here I can allow user access into control hub and given full access or given limited access. For now, Charles Holland is only full administrator. Let's click a hybrid services hub. I will notice that I can configure a number of different hybrid services for each user, which can be completed in other lab. Okay, so let's hybrid service. So let's verify Charles has Webex meetings with personal room. Go back to user. Charles uses his Webex meetings personal room throughout the lab. So while I am in the control hub, go ahead and verify Charles has a Webex meeting configured as well as set up for personal room. Let's select Charles Holland. Click Meeting tab. Scroll down to User Privileges. Let's verify the personal room and join meetings from video system are checked. If either not checked and check it now and save it. Let's take a look at the calling behavior. Administrator can change Webex app calling behavior when calling temporary telephone numbers. So calling in Webex, your call manager, I have the ability to register Webex app to an existing unified call manager call control environment. This works just like Cisco Jabber does today with use of a Cisco Unified Client Service Framework CSF device. So if I already have Cisco Jabber configured and working, then the Webex app will use the same CSF device to register. Because it uses the same CSF device, I cannot use Jabber and the Webex app at the same time. If the Webex app is configured to register to Unified Call Manager, when the Webex app is registered to Unified Call Manager, it opens up more calling features such as desk phone control, mid-call features like hold and resume. I can view and complete the solution. So I will now configure Charles for calling behavior. Click in the still on the Charles account. Let's click Summary tab. Scroll down to License we'll click Edit Licenses and click Edit License. Click Calling tab. Let's check the box Register for Unified Communication Manager and save. Close. The next, Control Hub timeout. So to make things easier in the lab, I can now set a timeout of login Control Hub as well as Webex web app. The default login timeout for Control Hub is 20 minutes. For the lab purpose, I will set it for no timeout, so that it limits the amount of times that I have login during the lab. To do that, let's click Organizational Settings. And we'll click the idle timeout. Let's change the Control Hub idle timeout to no timeout. For production, my security team may want take issue with login never timeouts configured. So follow my organization security guideline when setting is this parameters. Okay.
Hey everyone, NetMaven here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to dive into the world of amazing network technologies with me, and please feel free to leave your comments below. Hey everyone, NetMaven here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to dive into the world of amazing network technologies with me, and please feel free to leave your comments below.